came up during the weekend when me and Q were just hanging out talking about, you know, different life topics.
Should we ask?
Always when me and Q are hanging out, these conversations come up like 1 a.m. Like, we're just chilling and then the truth just starts like coming out. Like, what do you think about ABCD? So this weekend actually, I was on social media. We're trying to edit like the episode or whatever, right? And a friend of mine from the US, right? So this is like a sophisticated woman. She's in her 30s. She's doing her thing, you know? And she was just talking to her girls on her platform, right? Like, ladies, you know, so my dating life is like ABCD, right? And then she did something that just stuck out. You know, when someone is talking, you're like, yeah. And then you just hear a statement, you're like, hey, what was that, right? So she's like, so I got a roster, right? Roster, all right. So then, you know, when someone is talking, you hear stuff and you're like, oh, whatever. So I heard roster, then I heard Bumble, then I heard Tinder, then I'm like, wait a minute, like, surely he's out here, like. I'm just like, damn, in 2021, like, things have changed. Like, the whole dating game has changed. Like, I mean, like, we all know, fellas, like, you know, we've had rosters for ages, right? Like, it's been a thing where men generally have rosters. Not that I subscribe, right, to the club, putting it out there. But we know this has been going on, right?
Yeah.
So now it's like, geez, like, women have caught up. Like, they got rosters, man. And Q, remember you said something that was interesting. Like, men, we tend to think like we're hunts, like we the ones that are the aggressors, like, but little do we know, we're the ones that are being hunted out here. Like,
We're the prey.
Right? So I was just like, man, we need to unpick this thing of dating in 2021. Like, what does it look like? The landscape has changed, clearly, right? We got Tinder, we got Bumble, and let's not pretend like we're not there. Everyone is there. You're there, you're there, you're there. Like,
I'm not there. I'm not there.
Okay, Lance. For the sake of this conversation, you're not there. Lance is not there, okay? But generally people are on there, so it's not a taboo thing. Like, you know what I mean? Especially with the COVID thing going on where people have been locked up in the house, so people are online. I
think even for me during lockdown, I think it felt like an escape, like just going online, finding people, talking to them. Even though you know that it wouldn't amount to anything, you're just like...
It's a way of socializing. I mean, I know I get this question, and I used to get this question a lot of, why are you online, right? Or why are you on Tinder? And I'm like, yo, like, what do you mean, why am I online?
Ask them why they're
on Tinder. Why are you online? The same reason. Like, why did you make it seem like you are not there?
You know what has always...
just told you that I'm there, but
You know what has always been my response to that whole...
Yeah.
Because I get why people are they're coming from that traditional... we can meet people when we meet face to face, but everybody is there. So it's like, who are you meeting face to face when everybody is? So it's like, when you want groceries, where do you go? You go to ShopRite to go get food. So if everything is there, then you're gonna go there to go get what you need.
Pretty much. So
pretty much. It is what it is.
So let's cut that out. Let's cut the why you're on Tinder, why you're on Bumble conversation, right? I think everyone is there for a different reason, and that's fine, right?
Yeah, and even if you're not there, you can't be judgmental when you now know that everybody is online.
Everyone is online, so that's not even an issue. But it's just that we have to look at it and say it has changed how people date, period.
One way.
Okay? I remember when, you know, we started dating, like, when we were in high school, whatever, like, you had to steal your mom's landline to make a call. You know what I'm saying? Like,
end of the month.
It was not easy.
Number,
right? Like, you remember the game? I don't know if you remember Q. Like,
do you remember tap dialing? You had to tap dial. You had to count the number of digits per number.
I will own up, Mom. I did that. Like that bill in 19 whatever. I did that. But it's like, it wasn't easy. You didn't have easy access to you know, like your dream girl was in a magazine. Now your dream girl is on Tinder, and it's not one, it's maybe 10 of them, right? Like, the options are there to meet women than before, and vice versa, right? So I think we just need to unpick, like, what does that look like for you? Like, you know, what are the issues that it comes with, right? What are the pros, what are the cons? We need to look at it like
for me, I think, like, with my experience online, I felt like everything just moved very fast. Like, you guys would meet, you go on a date.
Yeah.
And then, let's just say the rest is history for the sake of the conversation. Like, it felt as though, like, you were really, like, just moving incredibly fast. And then after that, the expectations were like, okay, we're together forever. And it's like, we met online, we don't really know each other. How do we then progress? Like, and moving forward. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So what it brings up for me is the tolerance levels, right? Is one thing. Like, people ain't got time, bro. Like, if you're coming with drama, like, yo, I literally swiped 2-3 days ago or like a week ago, left or right on someone, you know what I'm saying? Probably looked almost like you or better, right? But because I'm focusing on you right now, I'm here. But the drama that, you used to tolerate, you don't feel like you have to tolerate anymore because you got so many options, right? Yeah. So I think we have to accept that it has brought many options to the table, which can be a good thing and a bad thing. But how do you then navigate the roster conversation? Should you have a roster or not?
I think that boils down to
what are the rules around that?
Yeah, no, I think that boils down to what you're looking for, eh?
What are the rules, Q? Like, somebody help me. Like,
okay, firstly, I'm going to say this. I'm really like from the old school. You had to have the match game. You had to put it out there.
Right.
So you had to, every conversation counted. I feel like while we think Tinder is a problem, it's actually eliminated the mating dance that was unnecessary.
Yeah.
So the guy who didn't have maybe the money for the expensive place where he might find this girl can now find her online.
Right.
And talk to her and put a good game in. Don't just start with the hey, because your hey is going to be in there with the rest of the other hays.
Yeah.
But you got to say a little something to get her. So now you're in a space where you have all these options.
Yeah.
But are they really your options? Because they also have options. So how do you navigate this intricate space?
I need to take off my glasses for this one. Like,
it's their roster. You think you're the one who's chasing. She's the
It's tricky, man. It's a difficult game.
Yeah,
like,
it is tricky.
So the question also that comes to mind is, should you be looking for a relationship online, or should you be looking for, like Jada said, an entanglement? Like, what, can you take somebody serious from social media? Like,
I think that's the deepest challenge, that we can't take people on social media seriously. Like, I've met people online and you just can't, because you're like, I just swiped and here you are. You get what I'm saying? And the thing is, I have no backstory as to who you are. So it's kind of like, when you meet someone in a certain vicinity and usually you'll find that they are friends of who you are friends with or people that you know.
Right.
So you kind of have an idea of who they are. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think you just got more trust towards such people that you meet face to face, So I think that's where the problem is, that you're like, how can I even take this person seriously because of that lack of
do you
trust?
think the same thing, Lance? Because I think you can, personally.
I think you can, because
over time,
I think you can.
Yeah, because there's been instances where I've got friends that have met people online and they've been together for a very long time, and their sort of relationships worked out, if you want to call it.
Bro,
like
my uncle
that.
met his lady on a platform, right? And they've been married and they're happy. And
how long did they date
works.
for?
For a while, dude.
Because that's my thing. Like, you're not going to. So in that time,
unpopular opinion, arranged marriages existed before dating.
Exactly.
And you hardly knew that person, but you made it work.
But you made it work.
Eliminated the accoutrements of, you know what, I got game because I can buy you clamshells, I can get you goose liver pate and a nice filet mignon.
Yeah.
You took all of that away, and all you had was you.
Right.
Can I throw something in there, though?
Yeah.
The people who were arranging those marriages were people, like, for instance, it's my parents on this side, and it's her parents on that side, but both parents know each other.
Taps got something to say. If you want to say something, dude, you got the mic. You got the mic.
Community.
Everybody.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah, we need opinions.
So let me just finish this before Taps jumps in. So let me just finish this before Taps jumps in.
Yeah.
So So you see, there's still some level of trust because these people know each other. You get what I'm saying? So just that makes things easier. But I'm not saying like over time, there's still going to be no trust. Definitely over time, there's grounds for that. But in that time frame, Oaks might be messing around.
No, but you know, with anything, and I think that's even before social media like that, right?
Yeah.
When you meet a person, what do you think this person's been doing? Like, in a cave. Like, obviously, probably they've been talking to other people, right? So the expectation, I don't think, should be, this person doesn't have anyone he's talking to, and it's
like,
just
let's be real. Like, when you meet someone, right?
Yeah.
You kind of know where you want it to go.
You do, right?
You know what I'm saying? Even if you meet online, you kind of know where you want it to go.
You do kind of know.
And once you sort of start getting to know each other, that's when you sort of make your decision from your reference of
if it's gonna go there.
He or she is.
Taps, what do you gotta say? I gotta hear Taps' opinion.
Okay, for all those that don't know, we got a studio audience. We just don't even have cameras. Listening Fuji, listening Canon, Sony. Taps.
All right. No, this is going back to the arranged marriage thing.
Yeah.
While I understand the arranged marriage thing happening back then, but I'm not for it. And here's why I'm like totally against it. Our parents, yes, they know us. Yeah. But I don't think they know. Especially
I don't think they know us like that.
They don't know us like that.
It's like that.
Right? And you know how your parents be like, hey, my son is gonna be a great doctor.
This one.
He's a great doctor. And you're like, no, I want to be, I want to be an accountant. No, I want to be whatever.
Yeah.
So they have this preconceived idea about what would be good for you.
Right.
And I remember there was an adult, I'm not going to mention names or whatever, there's an adult in my family. Yeah. Trying to hook me up with somebody. Bro. And then I'm looking at this person, like no shots at this person, but it's like, one, I don't think we'll get along. Yeah. Two, in terms of attraction, I'm not saying I'm a great looking guy. Right. But I'm not attracted to you. Not saying that you're not attractive, but you're not attractive to me. So that whole arranged marriage thing.
And sometimes the parents don't know, but your daughter, your little sweet little daughter.
Oh my gosh. They have no idea.
Don't expose
They have no idea.
That's where I'm at right there. Anyway,
no, like arranged marriages, I don't think they work. I mean, they work in some cases, right? And I think it's not necessarily because, in some cultures, right, they work. And I don't think it's because basically it's a compatibility thing. It's kind of,
it's a family
thing. Yeah. So like it's, tradition.
Yeah. Especially like with if you look at some of the gypsies and how they arrange their marriages.
They work like that. Yeah. Now, in our era of like options, Tinder and Bumbles and going out to spots, and because obviously some of us still prefer to meet people in real life, right? Like I prefer to like meet somebody maybe at the airport, at the gym. You understand? Like
you've watched too many movies.
No, but like, that's kind of where I would prefer to meet someone than the stress that comes with Tinder, right? But the thing is, I don't think it's about where you meet. It's about just options that you have generally now that you didn't have before. Right. So, before social media and all that, you had to kind of deal with some crap that came with it. And you felt like, but now because you got this, and women are catching on to that, right?
But but I think also with social media, referring back to what you said about the girl that was talking, it's sort of
she was going in, bro.
Yeah, it's sort of like leveled the playing field. And I think as niggas, we have a hard time with that. We're finding it hard to accept that. Like
we have a hard time with accepting the fact that a lady's got options when you meet her.
Even if I think about it, like for me, if I find out, like when I was in the streets back in the days, like if I find
how long ago? How long is it back in the day?
I don't want to expose myself, but like, if I find out that like the person that I'm seeing sort of has somebody else that she's entertaining, I wouldn't be okay with that. But I, on the other hand, was entertaining a lot of other girls.
What do you guys think about this, right? Yeah. And this is something I've kind of gone by, where it's like, because those things come up all the time when you meet someone, right? After like maybe date 1, 2, 3, they're probably asking you, so are you talking to anybody? Are you, that always comes up, right? And for me, it's always like, yo, I think you're looking in the wrong direction. Like, I don't think that should be the focus right now. The focus is we're getting to know each other, right? And I think based on us focusing on that, if it's supposed to go down, it'll go down. Like,
right?
Huh?
Let's practicalize it.
Yeah.
How many niggas have actually told the truth when they've been asked that question?
It's not a matter of the truth, bro. I think at that point, it's about do you really want to know, right? Think about it. It's like do you really want to know, right? And do you really want to miss out on this based on knowing?
Yeah, but because you assume that she's going to make a decision based on your answer.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I've met some women who've been pretty straightforward, and y'all know I'm permanently hitched. And but I met a girl who asked me, so are you married? And I was straight up like, hey, listen, you know what? I have to burst your bubble. Let's start now so that we know that this is not a relationship, that kind of a party. No, it's a different kind of party. I'm hitched, and so if we're going to be buddies, we want to work together. We work together, but we're not going to be that kind of a thing.
And what I also noticed, which is an interesting thing, women appreciate the truth. I don't know if you noticed that, right? If you keep it 100, like, listen, I'm talking to a few people, you know what I mean? Which is true, right? Yeah. Women kind of appreciate that. Like, okay, so I know where to kind of stand. And it doesn't take away from us getting to know each other, because it's not like I'm in a committed relationship or, you know what I mean? We're getting to know each other. And from that, we can see where it goes. So I think that's something that, I don't know, men sometimes we just like, hey, talk the lies.
No, but like, let's be real. I want to agree, but No, for me, guys, like, I'll just be honest.
It's not necessary, I think.
It's kind of tricky. I think, men are not liars, per se. Our problem is what Q said. Like, there's that element of, if I tell the truth, how is this going to end?
How is this going to go down?
Because it's not even like a thing of you're fearing that she's going to leave you or she's not going to be interested. It's just, how does the relationship now, progress from here? Because it's a thing of, as you're saying, there's now drama, acting up. And you're like, no, man, I just want to avoid all this. Where were you last night? I was working. But you know very well you weren't working. You get what I'm saying? You're just saying, I just want to skip. It might not even be a big issue.
It's tricky.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a tricky one.
Thing of, I want the peace.
Yeah, and I think it's a tricky... Yeah.
Look at what you've turned us into,
man. Like, we got to navigate like these gold mines. Like, I think what it comes down to for me, when I really think about it, right, is you want to be transparent in 2021, I think. Because options also bring transparency, right? Yeah. When somebody meets you, right, I think personally it's okay for them to know you got options, right? I think, and if somebody's intentional in getting to know you, then they will put in the work that's required to clean the roster.